First of all, it's nice to be back in Phuket again, and it's nice to see the sun shining. And I think if the weather stays great, then everyone's going to have a really good time this year. So it really is very nice to be back here again.
Do you feel more comfortable or confident as well, with 2 years behind you already?
Yeah, I think it makes it a lot easier. The first year is always very difficult because there are things which you don't know are going to happen. The second year it gets better, and the third year everything runs very smoothly. So in terms of preparation this year, it's gone very well. We're well ahead of schedule.
What's different about this year? I noticed already that it's not the last one. Previously it was the last one on the world tour. This one is the penultimate one.
Right. I think the main reason is that the FIVB, the controlling body of beach volleyball, they thought that having just one event on its own is quite difficult for players to fly out here just for one event. So they put a second event in China next week, which makes it more interesting for players to come and compete in two events in succession.
But it's still going to be an important tournament, and is it the biggest still?
Sure, it's an important tournament because it's on the World Tour. There are 19 tournaments in total, and each tournament is an event where the players can get points for world ranking. So, we're one of the only 19 tournaments in the world, so it is a very important tournament.
So who are the players coming in? This couple behind us, we see the Brazilians. Are they?
Yes, the Brazilians, I met them this morning. They're here already. I think this year is going to be very interesting because there are a number of teams who could win. Of course, the Brazilians are always very strong, so are the Americans. The Chinese, you can never forget the Chinese, but also the Germans and the Austrians are very strong this year. So I think really from the first day we're going to see some good matches.
Last year we had the Misty
May
Trainer,
yes.
And
Kerry
Walsh. Walsh, who won the Olympics this year, but I gather they're injured. They can't.
Yes, Misty May Trainer hasn't competed in the last three events, so that unfortunately they're not back this year. But we do have the number 2 American team, and we actually have 3 very strong American teams. So although we'll miss them, I don't think there'll be any problems with the Americans getting through to the final stages of the tournament.
Right. So currently one of the American teams is leading this sort of points overall. For the Brazilians, do you think they've got a chance?
Yeah, sure. I think it's the Brazilian team. They're playing very well. They're a very young team. They're getting more and more experience with every tournament they play. So I think they'll give the Americans a good run for their money for sure.
How many teams have you got altogether?
In total, about 40 teams. And they're coming from 22 different countries.
Including Thailand?
Of course, including Thailand. This year we're lucky we have 5 Thai teams. 3 teams go automatically into the main draw, the other 2 teams in the qualifying. And I think this year we're going to see the best result ever from a Thai team. For the last 2 years, the best result has been 17th place. But this year I have a kind of feeling that one of them may just creep into the top 10. I think that would be a great result for Thailand.
Here at the press conference at Kata Beach Resort, which is the host hotel, yeah? I see some of the Thai team here, yeah? So they...
Yeah, they're here. They're very supportive, the Thai team. They joined the press conference we had in Bangkok last month. They're here today. So I'm sure they're looking forward to the tournament, especially as it's on their home ground, so to speak.
So we want all the locals to come along and watch and obviously cheer the Thai teams or their own country's teams. It's all free, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's free. I mean, we feel that beach volleyball is played on the beach. The beach is a public place, so we shouldn't be charging people to come and watch the sport. Beach volleyball is fun, and so it really is a sort of entertainment as well as sport, so that it'll be great to see all the Thai people come along and cheer on the Thai teams, because this year they do have a good chance.
So what's the sort of schedule? Some of the teams practicing still on Tuesday?
Yeah, everyone's out there today. As long as the sun's shining, the teams are out there, and they'll be practicing right through to the first day of the tournament.
Which is Wednesday.
Wednesday, so we'll start the qualifying on Wednesday. The main draw starts on Thursday.
And then the finals, semi-finals and finals on Saturday and Sunday.
That's correct.
Which are going to be shown on MBT, but we still want people to come along and watch.
Yes, sure. The finals will be on Sunday starting at 3 o'clock. and the semi-finals on Saturday starting at 3.
If it does rain, but